Alright, let's see. Hopefully I am live now. And you guys can see me coming through the interwebs. Let's see, I'm just waiting for studio.
You guys can see us coming through the
You can see me, I can't see me. Which is great. So I am in the chat, I can see you guys. It's Ben here from Second Dynasty. We are in the final 28 minutes, I guess, left of our campaign, the Fifth Frontier War. Thanks to all of you guys, it's been a wonderful success so far. Of course, we still have 28 minutes left, so anything can happen. Anything can happen at all. It's really nice to see that more than 500 of you believe in this project. And yeah, I just thought tonight we can hang out for a little bit. We can go over the last things that are going into the campaign. And I have to admit, this is one of the most stress-free end of campaigns that I've done in a while. With me in the background, we have John. Alban has gone home for the day, as has Lisa-Lot, which is the normal thing to do since it is 7:30 at night. So, hello to the people in the chat. So who we got? We've got Tamsin, Anders, Solo Spirit, Shergel, Brian. It's nice to see some regulars. I know this is an unusual time and it's in the middle of the week as opposed to Friday. Friday, I'm thinking we're going to stream something completely different. I'm going to be taking tomorrow off. And today I got the tire form finished. So we just need to test print the last of the parts. There has been some trial and error. Hello, Frederic Jacquet, or however you might pronounce your last name. Looks quite Frenchy. So yeah, we are towards the end of the campaign, and it's been a fairly quick run. It always goes quite quickly. Hello, Dalton. How is Canada going? We're only here for a short while too, because the campaign's almost over. But yeah, we've seen some nice growth in the last 48 hours. And yeah, I'm just enjoying seeing so much community interaction. I did notice that the comments, both John and I had to turn off our inboxes because we were just getting spammed with dings constantly every minute. So I see what you guys are doing, although I'll let you in on a little hint. If you go to social stretch goals, you've already hit 15. And actually what I was trying to do just before I went live is to put in the next graphic there, but oh, okay, now it's working. Of course it's working. We do have to do a few final minute updates, so I thought mostly tonight is about chatting. I'd be surprised if you can get to 1,000 by the end of the stream. Honestly, I appreciate it, but I don't think it's going to make a massive difference, so please don't, yeah, you guys have achieved the last social stretch goal already. And we'll look at it in just a second. It's very blank. And why is it blank? Let's look at it on the fancier page. I think you already got a hint of why. And let's turn off my little spiffy menu here and go to social stretch goals again. And you can see there, we've added a 15 pointer. And it is community sculpt, designed by committee, one model suggested by the community in a post-campaign survey and poll. So guys, basically, you guys are going to have the chance to say what you really want to see and then have it voted on. This is the best thing that we can do to make sure there's at least something in there that everyone loves. Of course, this is STL only at this point in time. Never know what we'll do in the future. And we do have some additional poses that we didn't actually use that we might be able to release eventually or something like that. But yeah, all this graphic needs updating too. I'm not going to have any further stretch goals because we're not going to make any. The next stretch goal would have to be at a minimum 65,000. We're not going to make that in the next 20 minutes. So what I was doing here is actually just trying to open the file. So let's go into our stretch goals there, and we will open up the latest one. I've been a bit cheeky here because I don't think this is 100% fully signed off on. It is from the material we're allowed to draw from, and I would like to kind of do a bit of a rampart job on this one, because there is... what I'd really like to do in this case, I think we could maybe load up Acrobat on the side here. I'm just going to move that over and look at the Sword Worlds one. So I don't want to show off too much, because I think what we got sent from Mongoose on this one was actually one of the production books, and I don't want to overdo things. Let's see. So we're looking for... Oh, they had a draken. I didn't see that. Small craft. There we go. We want the Griepen, or Griepen, as we would say. So anyone that is interested in aircraft probably would have heard of the what you might call the Griffin, or the Jas Griepen. It's pronounced Jas Griepen, and it does mean Griffin. Or in particular, the Griffin. The suspense is gripping. Yeah, 15 mil AHL, not happening, Dalton. Not happening. I think he just wants a smaller scale one. At this point in time, that's not happening.
Donate 50,000, I'll make it. 1 to 240. 270.
John said he'll do 270 of it if it is. He would fill this room even at 270.
$50,000.
$50,000, he says.
Euro.
Good, because I mean Dalton could have suggested Canadian dollars too.
To this campaign.
To this campaign.
It's done now.
Oh my god. Let's not let's activate our fancy graphics and get this updated before any craziness continues. I don't think we can have this in physical at the moment. I don't want to promise anything because we haven't done any costing. This is the last time we can update this. I can guarantee it in STL. Maybe we'll do a physical version later. Probably would be a similar cost to like the Rampart, because it's a similar tonnage, but let's see. Let's just save this up. Save, there we go. And then what we want to do is to open our stretch goals list, because what I tend to do is just have this live linked, and you'll see here this needs updating. So let's just go and update all modified content. You can see it's now green, and then we just go File, Export the PNG into our stretch goals. It's important to maintain a bit of order, because often we look back at past campaigns and like try to reuse templates and used it as a sort of launching board. So what was the response? He disappeared? No response? Yeah, funny how he went quiet.
That's the only way you get people.
You know, the worst thing is he could be talking to his wife. Alright, yeah. 270 would probably still be too... I don't know what this... Okay, Shergel, you're pretty good at this, or actually the chat in general. So how long would an AHL be in 270 scale? 1 to 270? The wife said no. I'm kind of thankful. It wouldn't be right taking that kind of money. I'm going to explain what I want to do with this in a second, but let's first just update this graphic. So we want to go up to our stretch goals here and just replace this real quick. So we did look at the page, tried to find any issues that we might be missing. Although I'm not sure the page is locked, because now Kickstarter thankfully has late pledges available. So you might be asking, why should I back in the next 20 minutes? And the answer is there are 2 free minis. Let's see, that's saved up. And if I refresh this, it should turn green. Oh, where did it go? Let's go to stretch goals down here. Yep, it's green. All right, excellent. But yes, the Embla and Boo models, exclusive to this Kickstarter. This is a little bonus that we actually asked Mongoose, hey, if you wanted to do something, what would you pitch? And the answer was these 2 guys, which is great because it means we get a droid, and I keep forgetting what Embla is, because I believe Boo is the droid. And yeah, 2 bonus miniatures that will be added to either STL or physical depending on your pledge. The pledge lists are here, as you can see. Once the clock strikes 8 in 20 minutes, you will no longer be able to get those. So it's just one of those things where it's like, we just want to create some exclusivity to the campaign. Hlanasi, Hlansai is what Embla is according to Tamsin. What? The High Lightning is only 405 meters long. I guess actually at 60,000 tons that kind of makes sense, although that's D tons. Does that make sense? I mean, an aircraft carriers like 60 to 120,000 tons, right? Something like that. So it kind of makes sense, although 405 meters would be longer. I heard there was a scandal about the number of fingers on Emblem Boo, but yeah, we're using
official art.
Official art, so yeah, I don't know. I can talk to Mongoose about it. We'll see. It is a tiny detail in this case, so let me just refresh this and see. It looks like we did get one more backer since the last. Oh, that was the one you mentioned, yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's really nice to see this over 60,000 euros. That's a nice milestone. I thought, we might get it, but it was a bit, looking iffy for a while, at least this morning, so I was very impressed with that. So let's go back to the Sword Worlds book here. So I was thinking, what if instead of basing it on this thing, and this is a really cool vehicle, I just wanted to say, the Sword Worlds don't have the same technology level as most of the Imperium. I think their standard is about TL10. So rather than this being a space fighter, it's actually a ground-based fighter that can move into orbit, and it's kind of cool because it doesn't have a maneuver drive. It has a high burn thruster, and it has thrust 0, which basically means that it's got the anti-gravity of a maneuver drive just to nullify the weight of the vehicle, and then it uses more like conventional thrusters. So of all of the vehicles that we have in Traveller, this is actually the one that probably looks most like the kind of designs we've been making with more conventional looking thrusters. Alright, Sword World's highest TL is 12. Fair enough. This vehicle in particular is 10 in any case. I like the lore for it. I love Gripen in the modern world. It's kind of cool to see this thing will have torpedoes too. So yeah, it would be ideal for having like a missile rack on the bottom, obviously with torpedoes, not missiles. What's the difference? There is a slight difference. I think they move slower, don't they, in Traveller, and usually pack more of a punch. It's been a while since we actually had space combat, and we always just have missiles or lasers. In any case, I was thinking, I like this shape a lot. And this kind of reminds me of, let me just zoom in because I assume this is a little bit small for you guys. So this kind of reminds me of some classic Saab designs, especially like Draken, which was a fighter from, I think, the 1960s, which really was one of those first delta wing aircraft. Looked really cool. These are not very big either. But maybe just like, I'd like to pitch doing it based on what they're actually seeing here, rather than, this version. I mean, I'd still do something like this, but I mean, it's, yeah, I don't know. I'll see what I can get them to agree to. If not, smile more, John's sake. If not, I'm happy to make it the way it is. But like, I kind of like the deck layout, so I'd really like to do this way, and I've got some ideas for it, so it'd be nice to see that. Anyway, it's not going to have a detailed interior aside from the cockpit, as with most of our craft. Actually, that's an interesting question. Like, how interested are you guys in interior details? Is that worthwhile for you guys? Because basically, what we're talking about is if we go down to like the vehicles. Let's see, Traveller add-ons, so we can see them by themselves. Obviously, like fighters have a cockpit. At the moment, the tanks don't have any interiors. mostly because it's quite cramped. We traditionally have done some tanks with some interiors, so it's not like impossible. The thing is, for physical models, it drastically increases the costs. So where we were planning to have interiors is actually with the APCs, obviously, to have your troops inside. And then I think a bit further down here. So we've got another 2 craft here that we'll definitely do interiors for, but is it important to you for the other vehicles? Because we could potentially add them as add-ons, optional add-ons, if you want to pay a little bit extra to have a detailed interior. But we would have to see the interest there, I guess. And I'm really looking forward to working on some of these myself. And Albert will be doing most of them, I think. And we're not expecting to be finished with the vehicles until maybe the end of December. The miniatures, on the other hand, we've got a few more people that we can put on it, but it still probably will be about to the end of the year, I think. So we'll try to stick to that. For the physical models, we're expecting the run to be finished by about June next year, probably a lot sooner, but we don't want to take any big risks with that, so we chose a date that's a bit far off, because it's better to surprise people with something early rather than have it turning up late. And we also realize that at the moment you've really got to prove yourself on Kickstarter these days. Of course, we've had a huge track record. I've got zero doubts that we can deliver anything in this campaign, although it is a bit different in the sense of we're actually doing a lot of the content post-campaign. But that's important for us because we've been spending almost all our time in the past on creating everything ahead of time, and we just wouldn't be able to bring you this many designs otherwise. So it's been fun collaborating with Mongoose, and awesome the amount of art that they've given us access to, and yeah, we'll see how things go in the future as far as this sort of model is for working. Let's have a look at the chat and see what people are saying. First Delta Wing was in 1948, right? Interior details are nice to have, but it's clear that tanks would be cramped and it would amount to cockpits. Yes, it would. It would just be cockpits. Solid Spirit likes interior fluff. Sherville says APCs have to move people, so interiors are more important. I agree with that one. And Brian says to mind for a wargaming mini, how I think of these minis, a detailed interior isn't important. Yeah, that's fair enough. That is fair enough. So yeah, where are we at? Do you guys have any questions you want to direct to us?
Another 5th Frontier War pledge.
Yay! Let's refresh then. 519, very nice. Which puts us up to 60,371. Yeah, do you guys want to know anything about how to go about running a Kickstarter or what's involved? I think the most interesting question I got this campaign was from a student doing a dissertation who had some questions about that. I don't know about the quality of my answers for the dissertation, but...
Dissertation.
Sorry?
What's a dissertation?
I might be confusing words there, but it's like the final project for a university degree. Anyway, I'm probably getting that wrong.
No, you have it right.
I do?
Yeah, I just don't use that word very often.
Okay, there you go. I like it when John says, no, you're right. It doesn't happen that often. In any case, yeah, our next couple of months are going to be filled with getting this stuff out to you guys. And I feel like we've got a good range of miniatures going, especially considering the fact that initially we were only talking about Mongoose, about troops. So yeah, we have 82 miniatures if you're back in the next 8 minutes. Otherwise 80. And we've tried to keep the pricing on point with a lot of other things. So it looks like it's been successful, and it's going to be really nice to see these actually physically produced. John's going to make some nice boxes. He's got his thumbs up.
Oh, I want to talk about that for a moment. May I
You may approach the bench.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor.
Let me switch to the close-up camera.
Thank you. So,
Oh,
that's just
yeah.
Oh no. Let me go down. There you go. Hello, everyone. It's such a joy. I want to talk about the fun things we're going to be doing. Since the project did enough monies for me, we're going to have these boxes were just sample boxes. They're not what they're going to look like. And I also accidentally sat on it at the airport. I was so mad. But the point is, these are just a sample of what we're going to be doing. I'm not even going to open it because I'm used to the word thesis. That's what I'm used to. Thesis. Thank you, Tamsin.
Yeah.
The main point is we're going to be able to do the following. One, I can get the higher quality printer, which is a wide format printer, and I'm able to get the larger, wider, what's it called, plotter? It cuts the paper for you. So the boxes can be a little bit easier to put and assemble together, and that's only thanks to the amounts we've hit have warranted the additional investment. So thank you.
Yeah. Is that all you wanted to say, John?
Oh, and it's been a joy. Ben is great. Ben is awesome. Second Dynasty, buy our stuff.
We'll see. Can we get to 520? Do we have 520?
Do I have?
Of course, you'll be able to increase your pledges post-campaign. There will be late pledges available, so if you are watching this late, you haven't missed the campaign itself or the Kickstarter prices. However, you have missed your last chance to get the Embla and Boo miniatures that are just exclusive to the Kickstarter. Alrighty, let me switch my screen back. I put it on the standby, that was naughty. Yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to our wonderfully talented sculptors. Who do we have? Eximus, we've got Kaishiniku, we have, is it Raphael?
Yes, but do you want their company names?
No, well, I'm just giving them a shout out the same way I would to you and Albert.
Okay. Ronaldo?
And Ronaldo, yes. Those are the guys, right?
Yeah.
And John.
I modeled the noble.
You did. You did indeed. Oh, we did get 520. Yay! We've been doing that clapping stuff actually for a little bit because when John's here, he makes us do meetings and actually have some organization, and it makes us more efficient and stuff, you know, instead of just artsy fartsy. So, yeah. I don't resent that at all. Thank you, John, by the way, for fixing our Prusa upgrade. That was great. Yes. So let's see. Yes, a bachelor or master's is a dissertation. A doctorate is a thesis.
I'm used to the word thesis.
That's which is, in a sense, odd because most people only do bachelors or masters. Doctorate's actually quite rare. Yay, there's some clapping going on. Very good. Where is everyone checking in from in the chat? That's nice to know. That's something people can answer. 6 minutes to get 14 more to the equal number of backers from Smallcraft, but not as much dosh. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. But I'm happy with anything over 500. Really, that feels like a good number. And I think we didn't make that with Erebus and Typhon, did we? We did get one more. Nice. I didn't want to get too much into the Typhon or whatnot, but yeah, finally, if anyone's worried about the fact that we did have one last outstanding model for that campaign, it will be with you in probably Monday is
just the files? No.
Just the files we can have to you by Friday. But the instructions will take a little bit longer because it is a complicated ship. If you don't know, Typhon is our latest large ship. It's basically twice the volume of a Type S, about the same length.
For more information, come back to the Friday stream.
Come back to the Friday stream, that's right. So subscribe to be reminded of when the stream goes live. But we usually run our
Another pleasure.
what? Another one?
Yep, Fifth Frontier War, just now.
Oh, excellent. No, the 521 I already saw. Okay.
We just had them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. It's alright. I'm excited. Thank you guys for checking in. Oh, Frederick, you're from Switzerland. Nice. Southampton, I like that Solo Spirit goes a little bit American there, assuming that we know which country Southampton is in. Of course, there are many Southamptons, but I assume you mean the one in Britain.
What's Britain?
Great Britain.
What?
The place where the language you are now speaking is from.
Oh, London. Thanks.
London. Wait, more people from Southampton. What's going on? The UK
No,
one.
this is not. I'm not being rude to people from
Yeah.
the UK. I just, for some reason, I say Sweden and I fly to London. I don't say to UK. I don't say to Britain. I say London.
I think the best thing is when Americans just write the abbreviation for their state and expect people to understand it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, TX, Texas, fine, but once you get to the more obscure ones, it's like, what? The only easy thing is if it's just 2 letters or something, I assume it's American. It's like, would you know where New South Wales is?
No.
I mean, most of the states in Australia are easy because they name things like Western Australia, South Australia. Yeah. Southampton is in Long Island, New York. There you go.
Another backer.
Another backer, wow!
5,
With 2 minutes to go. We're just counting down now, waiting for the fireworks to happen.
2 minutes.
Okay. Alright, so I wasn't that far off with the Southamptons. Is that one of the Hamptons mentioned in the Hamptons? I don't know. Thanks to popular culture, I think most people have a decent idea of American geography.
90 seconds.
The Southampton estate in Fallout is in West Virginia, in the Maya region. There you go. It looks like Shergill's just in front of searching on Google Maps for different Southamptons at the moment.
Just stop, Sugar.
Alright.
Celebrate with us. We're down to 105 seconds.
Refresh, I'm at 68.
Wait, what?
Oh, mine? Oh! What? Yeah, mine's way ahead of yours.
Why is mine so far behind?
Are you looking at the stream?
No.
Oh. How odd? Mine's saying 54 seconds.
We'll go with yours.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm streaming it, so maybe it's good if I'm slightly ahead.
Yeah.
So it, like, accounts for lag.
Woo.
Let's see. Mine says 50 seconds. Alright. So... Oh, John is dancing. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
No. Just don't worry about it. Just do.
Don't worry about it. Right. Do I need to take my glasses off, or is this just okay? It's just in the background. All right. 25 seconds. All right. 5:22. I like that number. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11,
10,
9,
9, 8,
7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're funded! Woohoo! This is the part where Kickstarter actually does say, yeah, okay, now we're collecting your money. Thank you so much if you were one of our wonderful backers. You guys really do help keep the lights on. This is our 12th Kickstarter campaign successfully funded, and it feels really good. It feels really good. It's kind of crazy to say 12, and we're 7 years in at this point in time, which is crazy. Thank you guys, thank you. It's nice to see all the emojis, the congrats. Oh, Shadow Legger, nice. Wait, were you here all along and I just didn't notice?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's nice to celebrate with you guys. I like I might have mentioned, I'm taking the day off tomorrow, so don't expect too much. I guess we should probably do some kind of thank you update tonight, or should we wait?
No, let's wait for the dust to settle a bit.
The dust shall settle, according to John, who knows things. So we're gonna go by his knowings. I'm glad we don't have camera on his face right now.
I'm just saying, telling you to smile. That's all I do.
He's giving me his Gomez Adams crazy look. Yay! Thank you guys.
Oh man, this is so much fun.
This is Donnie No But Aren't saying. Hey, look. How do you know I'm not just doing all this under their guidance? They're psychically projecting themselves from the future into the past to make this happen. Okay, John is stroking the Benjamin and above, under my mic boom. This guy. Oh, that is a lot of blue tack.
Oh!
This guy. Let me get the close-up camera going.
No, dude, they already know him. He's just, that's how the Zidani are channeling through time.
So John started a cult with this little guy.
No,
I
it's
thought,
not. It's just fun. Just so much fun.
Yeah, the Dice Tower is very special.
But we're just excited. We're really glad the campaign's done so well. This actually can help continue, possibly in the future. I can't speak for Ben.
Oh, the Traveller.
Yeah.
Yeah, it certainly bodes well, because one of the most important things about this campaign is the key factor of it was hållbarhet, which is a Swedish word for sustainability. So we want to make things in such a way that we can continue to work. Thanks to working with a bunch of talented sculptors, it means we can focus on the vehicles, and the vehicles themselves take us a significantly less amount of time than a full-scale ship, for example, especially the ones where we don't need an interior. So yeah, it just it really makes a difference to us running things like this. We need to sort of sit back, figure it all out. What?
No, keep going, sir. You're doing great.
Okay.
Don't read the chat.
John Games. You can speak for Ben, but you have to be holding the mask. Yeah. Hello, Myron. Yeah, it just it's wonderful to be celebrating yet another successful campaign, and we really, really appreciate you guys. Like, this is super, super niche, and there's just no way this could normally work if it wasn't for so many passionate fans. I know we ask a lot, and you ask a lot of us, and yeah, it's a wonderful relationship, and I hope it keeps going on. This is Mongolius from the Discord. Hey, welcome, Mongolius.
They were there last week, or whatever it was.
Yeah, we have new visitors. There's a bit of a drop off now. The Zidani are no longer mind controlling people. So yeah, we usually only have a small stream going, but it's a nice little hangout on Friday afternoons. We usually show what we're up to. This week we might start with something from scratch. I kind of feel like bless you. Oh, he hates that, sorry. Prosit. I'll be able to rest from the locus or Iocus. Locus, I'm guessing. That's an L. You got a bless you there from the chat. Nice. You're making my nose itch now. I've joked with John that I'm basically going to get a fever in the next 5 minutes. This usually happens like with a Kickstarter. And I don't know if you guys know, but it can be quite a bit of work, and sometimes you just take a day off and it all catches up with you. But yeah, don't worry, we're going to get started pretty much straight away. It's just a case of, we usually take the week or so, it's about 2 weeks actually, before all the funds clear and we know exactly where we've landed with things. And then we'll get straight back into production. Although I guess really we're probably going to get production spun up a bit more. So yeah, what's first up that's next in the production line?
Sure thing. Let me tell you about it.
Yes.
So, we're currently working on getting the Zodani grunt females done, and they'll be in slightly different poses for the males with slightly different proportions to help make that distinction. We're also going to be getting some Imperial heavies along the way, and that will be, then we're going to have some last miniature of the Zodani Imperials. We're going to be having their officers, the flag bearers. And
wait, we have those as poses?
no, they're going to come, aren't they? One of them.
Sure, I guess we have additional poses.
No, they're in the original. There's.
Oh, the Imperial. You said Zodani officer.
I meant Imperial.
You meant
Sorry.
Imperial officer, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Imperial officers don't have a different type of armor to signify that they are an officer. So yeah, instead we're going to have a flag bearer. And use poses that sort of signify that. So.
The rest are going to be distributed amongst the sculptors, and we'll get you those.
Oh, I didn't say that. Low coup is like a high coup, but low brow. Oh my god, it's like so punny.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe we should spend too much time talking in this sort of environment. So I would encourage you guys to come back on Friday once I'm rested and we're working on something. I will show off the Typhon, the finished version. At the moment, we do have some of the final parts on the printer. I think they'll be done at 11 tonight, so I'm not going to actually stay for that. That's still a good 3 hours away. And tomorrow afternoon I'll be able to check it when I'm in, or I might pop by just a tiny bit because the wife has some errands for me to run tomorrow since I told her I have the day off.
Wait, are you going to show up tomorrow?
Briefly. I mean, if I've got to buy something from Maker anyway, of course I'm going to say hello. Oh. Yeah, it'd be better to get the hug then rather than to be embarrassed in front of my role-playing friends. That's worse than Gomez Adams.
Smile, sir.
In any case, if I don't see you guys again, this has been a wonderful time. And yeah, a short but sweet stream. I get Travelers that there is good Typhon news. Oh, you get Travelers and there's good Typhon news. Yeah, the Typhon has been a battle. And not because like I couldn't have done it quicker, I probably could have, but it's there's good news and bad news, I would say. So the good news is technically you could lengthen it. Technically you probably need a part or two extra if you want to widen it. And I'll probably do those custom parts because I think I might have promised them. But the Typhon Daroga. I like that. But it is a big ship. It is a big ship. I just got the ramp finished, which was the last piece I had to do. Yeah, it's going to be finished printing by Friday for sure. The only thing is I'm not sure how much I want anyone to lift it up. We have prototyped the parts, so some of them, it's actually fairly stable, to be honest. It's not that bad. It's just a case of the way that the upper layers peel off, it is kind of just held in place with gravity. So I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I just don't want to, break it on camera before I can photograph it correctly.
Every time I move it, I break something.
Yes. John has gotten into a habit of printing the front antenna several times extra. And when we did the back, he broke off some of the antennae there before I even had a chance to see them. So, I mean, let's blame John. Let's blame John. So yeah, this is just like the scale of the ships. If you've never had one of our ships on your table, yeah, I mean it's always a great time to start. But I mean they can get quite big. They can get quite big, and there's a reason why we haven't done any traveller ships since Beowulf, just because they're very large and time consuming. And the small craft worked out quite nicely, as have these vehicles so far. So yeah, well, certainly it seems like Mongoose is excited, and that they would like to see more stuff from us. There's potentially lots of potential things we could do in the future, and we do have the license until the end of next year, at the earliest. So, will there be another campaign? I'd say there's a decent chance. Certainly there should be some new miniatures. Certainly there'll be some, we do have some commercial printers, including John. So if you do want to get them printed and you don't have a 3D printer, there will be options. But I'm thinking we might round things off now, leave things there, pick this back up on Friday, once I am relaxed and rested and hopefully don't have the flu. So I just want to say one last big thank you guys. We really appreciate it, honestly. And even just you guys being here and chatting with us, you have no idea how much energy this actually gives us to continue. It's like acknowledgement that there are actually people out there that appreciate our work, and that makes all the difference. So, guys, have a wonderful week. We'll hopefully see you on Friday. If not, have a wonderful weekend. We'll be back soon. Bye, guys.